into next week because obviously this weekend's a much bigger matchup.
Yeah, Montez, 4 interceptions, no touchdowns on 131 passing yards, 19 completions for 131 yards.
And 4 picks.
And 4 picks.
Garbage.
Laviska Shenault, just absolute monster, 4 receptions, 70 yards. But the real story here is the run game for Oregon. 252 rushing yards, led by C.J. Verdell, sophomore running back, had a monster 171 on 14 carries. Granted,
averages 12 freaking yards.
Granted, one run was 70 yards.
Yeah, it's gonna jack your average up a little bit, but even if you take that away, he was still extremely good.
Yeah, that's 13 for 101 yards. That's 8 yards per carry. But he got no touchdowns. He had a 70-yard fucking run and no touchdowns.
Yeah.
What a waste!
All positioning.
It was already over at half, and then Oregon was like, let's just score 3 more touchdowns, and Colorado was like, okay, we're not going to stop you.
No, they didn't seem like they were gonna. It was 24-3 at the half, and then, like you said, Jalen Redd, 13-yard touchdown pass from Justin Herbert. Cyrus Habibi Likio. What a fucking name.
Yeah.
3 TDs.
He's obviously the goal line back, and he had, 3 touchdowns, I think?
3 touchdowns on a combined 5 yards.
Yeah. He's just there to just plow through and just run over those final, 1 to 3 yards.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, he's obviously their big guy. But we're going to move on because we don't have much more to say.
Got that shellacking?
Yeah, that just... Seriously, beat the fuck out of them is the best phrase that I've got to really explain how shit went in this game.
It's a good practice.
Yeah.
For them.
All right.
Much tougher in Washington next week. Or this week, rather. So, that was just a nice, get right game. Let's check some of our weapons and make sure we're good to go.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that term "get right game" ever again because the Jets were supposed to be the Cowboys' get right game this week.
Right.
We'll talk about that.
Are you a little bit more? Are you, as a Cowboys fan, a little bit more concerned about the Buffalo game now?
I'm not concerned as shit. Fucking, as long as we don't lose to the Eagles, fucking lose the rest of the games. Get Jason Garrett fired. You know how teams want to tank so they can get a fucking quarterback or something?
Yeah.
Forget tank for Tua. Fuck up for fire. Just Jason Garrett, goodbye. Chris Richard, get your shit together. Go.
We should be in good. I picked the Cowboys this week. So.
Garrett to be fired.
What was that?
I said Brennan Barrett for Garrett to be fired.
Yeah, there you go. Brennan Barrett to fire Garrett.
Then he'll be out of the NFL. Penn State's gonna let
James Franklin go to USC.
Well, yeah, probably that, and then they're gonna get Garrett because he'll need a job to go to NCAA to coach Penn State.
Now, as much as I hate to say it, Jerry Jones is right. As soon as Jason Garrett is fired, if Jason Garrett is fired mid-season, the Redskins will fucking grab him immediately.
James Franklin's not going to be in USC. Urban Meyer is.
No, Urban Meyer is going to go to Michigan once Jim Harbaugh gets fired. I hope Tony didn't hear me say that.
Crazy shit's happening.
Speaking of Penn State, that's the next game. Battle 10, Penn State 17, Iowa. Game was. No, Iowa's number 17 in the country.
Oh, yep. Stole your thunder, sorry.
Yeah, you stole my thunder. Penn State looked like shit in this game. And I mean shit. Sean Clifford, 117 passing yards, 1 touchdown.
Good old scene.
Yeah. He only completed 12 of 24 passes.
Dog shit.
Yeah. Noah Kane, bright spot in the fucking game. Yeah, he 22 carries, 102 yards, long of 12. That's. Remember what I said earlier about if your quarterback carries the ball 17 times, that's a problem?
Yep.
Sean Clifford carried the ball 16 times.
No, but not 17.
But not 17.
So we're good. See, that's the magic number. Because he didn't carry it that one extra time, you're
good.
Won. It was a tough matchup. Iowa was a good team.
Their offense is terrible. Their defense is what really keeps them in the game.
Really what is really, why they're even in the conversation. And then they had one really nice play toward the end, but You
mean the most amazing fucking catch ever?
That catch was beautiful. That catch was just like...
Is that the man catch?
Oh my god,
the man's catch?
Catch was insane. Legit fucking insane.
Almost off his helmet in this thing.
Yeah. Not quite, I don't think, the Tyrone Prothro catch. I don't know if you guys remember that catch. He's the Alabama wide receiver against Southern Miss. He stops running, Southern Miss player runs into him, and he reaches around him, catches, turns, and falls.
Yeah, I remember that one. But it was a man's catch. It made the game look closer than it really was. I think Penn State pretty much had it handled. It was like a little bit of nervousness after that touchdown, but they did what they needed to do. I certainly don't think they're gonna drop in the rankings. They'll probably go up 1 or 2.
Who, Penn State?
Yeah.
Penn State jumped from number 10 to number 7.
Oh, okay. I didn't even look.
Getting the Kinnick by the skin of your teeth.
Yep. So everyone is talking because the college football playoff rankings are coming out in 3 weeks. And right now they're saying it looks like it literally might go 1, Alabama, 2, Ohio State, 3, LSU, 4, Wisconsin,
damn,
5, Florida, 6, Penn State. It might be 2 SEC versus 2 Big Ten teams in the playoff.
Wow.
Good mix.
Yeah, if they were saying if an undefeated Penn State and an undefeated Wisconsin meet in the Big Ten championship game, there's no way both of those teams don't make it. Same thing with LSU and Alabama.
You gotta beat Ohio State first there, man.
Listen, I'm not worried about Ohio State because Wisconsin's going to take care of them, and then Penn State's going to get them after. Although Penn State's got to get through this game.
Bold.
They got a rough game this week.
Bold cotton.
Playing against Michigan. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways, Penn State wins 17-12. Noah Kane separating himself from that crowded backfield. Journey Brown showing that he is he's a good running back. Ford is good. Ricky Slade is falling back a little bit.
Dotson shit.
Dotson's a wide receiver.
Shitty running
That was
back.
on a blown up end around. That 4-yard loss.
So shitty.
Yeah. So
stick to your passing game.
It's a normal part of college football, the end around. It just the guard didn't pull far enough in time, and the fucking linebacker cut inside of him and got him for a 4-yard loss. So Dotson, that was his 1 carry, a 4-yard loss. Journey Brown, again, showing that he has flashes, but he can also be very cold. But Noah Kane is going to be the workhorse running back, the true freshman running back at Penn State. So,
I mean, you got 18 more carries than pretty much all the other guys, so yeah, I would assume so. Yeah,
it's because he stepped up the past 2 weeks. In the receiving game, KJ Hamler, we all know he's the truth.
Touchdown.
Mm-hmm. He's also the kick returner.
Fryer.
Pat Fryermuth, the tight end. Kid's a monster. He's not Mike Gesicki good, but he's a monster.
Consistent good?
Consistent, yeah. He doesn't get the touchdowns all the time like Mike Gesicki did. Like, do you remember, we were at Maggie's watching the Penn State Pitt game like 3 years ago now.
Yep.
And Trace McSorley threw for 4 touchdowns. 3 of them were to Mike Gesicki, and 1 bounced off Mike Gesicki's hands into what's his name?
Other wide receiver?
Godwin.
Yeah.
Into his hands. So all 4 of those touchdowns were thrown to Gesicki. He caught 3 of them.
He got a lucky 3.5.
Yeah.
No. Well, anyways. Shit, that was back when Saquon and him were pretty much the offense, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had a lot of talent at wide receiver then. They've lost it, but KJ Hamler's consistent. He's good. He's a little overzealous sometimes, like on punt returns. He's the punt returner, and like if he has to make like a 20-yard sprint to get to the ball, he's gonna do it, and it's really fucking frustrating because it just hits him in the chest, and just he doesn't time it well.
Mm-hmm.
But as a receiver, he's really good. Anyways, back to the action. Biggest upset of the season, right? This is the biggest upset. Georgia goes down.
Yeah, that was a little bit unexpected.
The Cox pounded the Dogs.
Yep.
Yeah,
out of the playoff.
That was, like, obviously the biggest shakeup. And wasn't that the Gamecocks, like, 3rd string quarterback?
Yeah. Yes. 2nd string started, got hurt, 3rd string came in. Yes.
Yeah. Deservedly falling very far in the polls. Looks like they are now 10th.
I mean, in all fairness to South Carolina, or to Georgia, it is hard to beat a stiff cock.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, they got pounded, and just could not get out from under those Cocks.
Cox had a ton of bang plays though.
They do, and you know they'll surprise you.
Yeah, coming up the rear. You know, if you're a Georgia running back, the last thing you want to feel is a cock coming up the rear.
Walensky had a touchdown of his own. That was spanking.
You think you got him in the box, and then they open the box, and you know that's the way they do it.
How many other sexual fucking innuendos can we make talking about the South Carolina Gamecocks? But okay, let's get rid of the silliness now. South Carolina beat Georgia.
Yep.
Again, a team that everyone was saying should be number 2 in the nation got beat by South Carolina. That brings South Carolina to 3-3. I get it though. It's a rivalry. I don't care how good Iowa is. If we have to go, and by we I mean Penn State, to Kinnick, I don't care if Penn State's 10-0 and Iowa's 0-10. Some games and some teams just give you problems. Seems like cocky is that team for Georgia.
That's what they get for being so cocky.
And we'll move on. Another game that a lot of people were surprised with how one team played. That would be Oklahoma and Texas. I personally thought Oklahoma was going to beat the living shit out of Texas. I predicted a 3-touchdown game.
Mm-hmm.
It was not that.
I thought OU was going to win. I just, I wasn't going to say by how much.
Well, I still don't think Texas is very good.
I don't either.
And